So it is Saturday morning. I'm not sure if you can see me. It is 6:58. I'm in my kid's room doing my devotional this morning. He just got done praying. Yes, I do have a pink blanket. That's what happens when you become a dad. You start going crazy and using pink blankets. It's my daughter's. After I'm done with my devotional, I'll start getting dressed and get my family dressed. I have Saturday sports this morning. I'm gonna lead it this morning. This is a sports camp, sports and crafts camp that you've seen if you watched the earlier videos. During spring break, we did a 3-day sports camp. So this is its normal day on a Saturday. So I'll wake my family up, get dressed, and my wife will have to drop me off, and then she's gonna take off to take T to a swim class, and then she'll come pick me up, and then she'll drop me off at home, and she'll take off to work, and I'll be at home with the kids today, probably cleaning the house and just spending time with them. Okay, so it is about 8:55. I'm waiting for a volunteer to come. The sports camp starts at 9, and one of our volunteers is running a little late, and so because I have no transportation, I'll have to wait for her to get here so I can transport the equipment to the school. So sports camp will start a little bit late. Hopefully there's some kids out there. Sometimes when it's cold or gloomy outside, some of the kids will stay in, which is understandable. We don't want the kids to get sick, but for those who will be out there, we want to be out there for them. So for right now, while I'm waiting, I'm just trying to upload a video. In case you didn't notice, I shaved. I try to shave every month or every 3 weeks. And then there's times where I just let it grow. My wife doesn't like when I let it grow. And then today I'll probably be cutting my hair. It's getting a little bit long. To you, you're probably thinking, hey, it's still bald. Well, to me, it feels long. You don't know how it is to be a bald person. For some reason, as a bald person, you feel like your hair is really long when it's not. But to me, it's long, so I'm going to cut it today. While I'm waiting, I'm going to try to get this golf ball onto the thing right there. Every time I come talk to Pastor, or I'm in Pastor's office, I'll be fiddling with this, and I came close a couple times, but out of about 4 years that I've been here, I've never been able to get it. I don't know how he does it. Almost got it right there. There's times where I come in and the ball's on the thing, and he's sitting there like nothing. He does it pretty easy, I guess. Here we go, right here. I'm gonna get it right here. Sorry if I'm boring you with this. Here we go. Here we go. Right. Never mind. It is cold out here right now, but we are gonna do our best.
Apparently it happens too.
No, we must have put it in the wrong bag.
Supposedly common knowledge.
So I haven't played any sports yet because I'm cold. But they are playing dodgeball out here. Here they go. So I'm back from Saturday sports, and I kind of want to take a nap. So laid the baby down with her mount. My son's watching a show that he bought, Wildcats. Yeah, it's a wolf. My daughter, she's just acting crazy. My baby's girly blanket. Remember, when you have daughters, you use girl stuff sometimes.
Okay. This is the life.
This is the life. Don't you gotta go to work? You got a job? Yeah, where do you work at?
At Miss Fresno.
Miss Fresno?
Yeah.
Silly. And what do you do as Miss Fresno? What do you do?
Eat cookies and make a mess at Fresno.
Eat cookies and make a mess at Fresno. Okay, so I'm gonna shoot for a nap, see if it works.
Okay.
What's all that noise in here? Tonight, my wife went to go do a teenage girls Bible study, so I stayed home with Timothy and our baby girl. Elizabeth went with my sister Valerie. My wife said that the Bible study went good with the teenage girls. So it was good ministry tonight for her and the other girl leaders and for our students. One thing you probably know if you know me, that I love doing ministry. I love serving Christ because he is worthy to be served. It's a miracle that I am serving at all, because I used to be, like I said, a shy person, and one of the things I hated or I feared was rejection. And it's still tough for me to deal with rejection. I was the type of person in high school when they put us into groups. I always felt like I had good ideas and good stuff to input into the group, but I never spoke up because I feared rejection of my ideas. And there were times in my life where I put out a little something and people just ignored it or rejected it, and for me, I didn't like dealing with that rejection. So for most of the time I stood quiet. I remember in elementary school, a group of friends were running around during recess, and some of my friends that I know, my guy friends, this must have been 3rd, 4th, 5th grade, somewhere around there, they were chasing the girls. And I was like, hey, that seems like a fun game. I want to go chase the girls too. And so I started chasing after the girls that my friends were chasing after. And as I was chasing this one girl, she turned around and she told me, Gilbert, you cannot play because you're ugly. And man, that tore me apart. I remember just stopping in my tracks because I was chasing after her. I stopped in my tracks and I did what she said. I just stopped playing. And I walked to the blacktop, and I was really sad, and started getting teary-eyed, and just felt like I wasn't worthy, you know. And so that was a rejection that I faced that I still remember. You know, it's a strong memory. It's a strong memory from my childhood. You know, when I first became a Christian and started serving, teaching Sunday school, I still had that fear of rejection a little bit. Wondering how people were going to react to what I was saying or what I was teaching. And God just kept working through me, man. It's by his grace and that I am serving, that I am a minister, by his strength and confidence in him that I'm able to record myself and put it on YouTube. But I still struggle with that a little bit as a minister, and as I'm doing stuff like God Belongs in My City, a prayer walk, being on a camp team, throwing out different outreach events to different people in Fresno, and having some people kind of just turn the other cheek or kind of say, okay, that's good what you're doing, but you know, it's kind of not for us. And just that rejection that comes with ministry. I mean, your ideas will get rejected sometimes, and not everything's gonna go as planned, and you know, and that stuff I struggle with. And so I try my best to move forward and say, God, you lead me to the right people, because not everyone's gonna do ministry with me. Not everyone's gonna be on the same page with me, and I'm not always gonna be on the same page with other people. But that doesn't make it any easier. So I always ask God, lead me to the people who you're going to have me to do ministry with. Lead me to the other youth ministers who you're going to have me do ministry with. Right now I do great ministry, and I just thank God for my brothers and sisters in Christ who are part of the Jeunesse Park camp team for Impact Youth Camp. Mike Solorio, Matt Silvestri, Gigi and Josh Garcia, Carlos and Tammy Chavez, Anna Silvestri, and just, you know, these are people who we have that connection, you know, we have that relatability, we have that bond servant kinship type of relationship with each other, and we're able to laugh and joke, and you know, that's rare for me to find someone that I can do that with because of my background of being shy and unsocial. But anyways, so yeah, that's a little bit about my struggle with rejection. It's Saturday night. I shaved yesterday, and so today I gotta cut my hair because there's church tomorrow, and you know, it's getting long, so it's about time to cut it. So I'm gonna call it a day, and I'll see you tomorrow for church.